I feel about tonight's veto. It was interesting. It was interesting to say the least, I will say. I think I wasn't expecting initially Vince to do that. I mean, I was obviously watching the live feeds and it really felt like the night before he was going to go with Rachel, but ultimately, you know, he not vote, but like putting Catherine up rather than Rachel. Wait. Recent guest, except, wait, we may have gotten it. Why the hell are you small, bro? Why is...
I don't know. I don't know how Jimmy did it. I really don't know. I tried on mine. I don't think I have enough experience on TikTok live to co-host.
Well, go live more for your viewers.
I'm sorry. I usually do lives on Instagram. Yeah.
TikTok. That's where the people want you right now. So thank you guys so much for the gifts. I will say I look insane right now with the cowboy hat. But yeah, no, go more live. I tried to add you as a host, but it said that I wasn't able to. It said that like it wasn't allowing me to, but it would allow me to invite random people. I remember I tried to start a live earlier and there was this random man that joined my live. I'm like, you are not the person I was looking for right now.
I was like, that's not Adrian. Oh, thank you for the gift, Strawberry. No, what do you call it? I don't get how Jimmy did it. Should I shoot him a text real quick? I don't know.
I mean, look, we can just hash it out here, and then the next time, guys, I swear, this is the second time we failed at this. We will get it down pat, okay?
Yeah, I'll have to do more lives. Anyways, yeah. I mean, you want to start off where we left off, or what?
Why don't you ask me that question again? Because I was, to be quite honest with you, I don't remember where we were at when we left the Instagram live.
Well, we're gonna talk about who is in the best spot and who is the worst spot right now. And I think these are pretty easy. So I think that's gonna move. This one's gonna fly by.
Yeah, I mean, okay, look, like.
Well, thank you for the roses.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the support, the hearts, everything.
Noah. Appreciate you.
And to Adrian. I will say this, okay. Worst spot right now, I would say, like, okay, are we talking directly for tomorrow or are we just talking about
in the game? Like, in general, like, at this exact moment, who is in the worst spot and who is in the best spot?
I would say, like, we were talking about this on Instagram. I feel like Mickey is in a tough spot right now. I mean, it's like, you know, it's just straight up. We're up.
I don't want. I'm Jimmy's so good at this. He thanks everybody. I'm like for the gift. So I'm like.
I know.
I need to cut you off, but okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you are totally fine. I think Mickey's in a very tough spot.
Oh wait, someone says Zach, go to multi-guest settings and click panels.
Oh,
is that what you did? Ali said that.
Settings. Wait.
It says go to multi-guest settings. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Wow,
that's perfect.
Who's that, Ali, that said that?
Yes, thank you, Ali. Coming in clutch.
Ali, I love you.
Thank you, Ali.
So that literally just changed the game, I will say.
Yeah, that changed the game. Okay, go ahead.
No, I think that
Yeah, take off your shirt. Make you feel more like the house, I'm sure. I mean, you were shirtless a lot in the DRs. I think I saw a comment one time, not used to seeing you with the shirt on. I saw that one time.
I'm not allowed. I can't say what I want to say. But yes, no. I will say this though. I think Mickey is in the worst spot in terms of just really know where, you know, a lot of people stand right now. She's obviously confused where Vinny's at, why he even put her on the block in the first place. So obviously with her pulling herself off the block was massive for her own game. And we mentioned this on Instagram. It's almost like a script that it was Mickey and Vince there in the final round of that veto comp. But yeah, I would say in terms of that, I would say Mickey is in a pretty tough spot. Thank you guys again so much for the gifts.
Thank you, Jaden. Thank you, Strawberry. I don't want to ignore him. Sorry, but I'm still listening to you.
No. I would say this, like, best spot in the game. I would say, look, Will's in a pretty great spot right now. If he's able to, keep where he's going. Eventually, we talked about this earlier. Like, he will have to, I guess, make some type of move. In terms of having a statement if he does make it to the final two. But that's well down the road. I think right now Will is in an incredible spot. I think like Rachel saving herself this week was insane, and like a lot of it had to do with Morgan. And so like more power to her. More power
I would say a little bit credit to Will. I saw him on the lives. He did some work there too. A little bit. Morgan did a lot, but like I'm just saying, I don't know. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes. But yeah, Morgan did her fair share. You saw in the episode. People saw in the live feeds.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Who do you think in terms of like worst and best positions?
I think I would have to somewhat agree with the winning part, but I will say someone's saying who's your top 3 guests to win. Just to let you guys know, if you guys don't know, me and Zach are gonna pick our drafts after tomorrow's eviction of the leftover house guests that are still in the game after tomorrow's eviction, and to see if we could pick the winner of this season and who our players for who should win. So we will be picking that tomorrow.
Yes.
But going back to my picks, for the best spot, it's Will. Hands down, his threat level is super low. No one is threatened by him. His social game, he is well connected. Everyone trusts him. He has that down on locked. He's so well insulated compared to some of the things like Ava. Her threat level is good, but she isn't as well insulated as Will is, or as well connected. Like, I don't think people tell Will a lot more than they tell Ava things. So I'm like, compared to that, I was like, so Will's in the best spot. And for the worst spot, I know you said Mickey, and I would agree. Yeah. But I would say at this very moment, it has to be Kelly. She's in probably
the whole Liongate deal. Obviously, you guys saw it if you're on Twitter or if you're just watching the episode. That was insane, and I feel like she has been dropping a lot of those things throughout the weeks of just like these random comments. But hey, Ashley clocked it, right? She went in the DM and immediately called it out, and I'm like, yeah, exactly. So
there is this question from the chat, because I'm trying to answer some of the questions, but in between our questions, thoughts on Ashley's position.
Okay, I will give her props. I mean, hey, she came out and she literally said to the cameras that she's trying to play a game that's not smart. She's trying to play a dumb game, right? And she said she's going to turn it on in jury. So I am very, very, very curious what she's going to do in terms of that. Like, what is she like? Is she going to try and pivot her game? Like, what do you think in terms of that?
I think, look, so I was actually thinking about this today because I don't know how well, I guess Ashley is well insulated.
Yeah.
But like, I think right now, I think she could win it easy. She just has to get to the final 2 for many reasons. I think right now the perception inside the house, not our perception, the house, like the people inside, I don't think they are aware how well of a game she is playing. And that is good for now. But when it gets to like the final 4, the final 3, whoever she starts sending packing out the door, thank you for the hearts, by the way. When she has the door, like Will knows she's an attorney and that she's kind of lying about her profession, right? Like no one's really, I mean, yes, they're targeting her, but she never seems to like get put on the block. And I think that if she makes it to the end, like I thought, like, what if the jury doesn't understand her game or realize what type of game she's playing? But I think if she gets those final 2 chairs, she could reveal that she's a lawyer, that she's been, I wouldn't say planting seeds, but she's been good at spreading information when she needs to. I don't know if she's and like you said, she clocks, she understands what's going on in the house. She's very self-aware of that. And right now, I mean, she's not touching the block ever since week 1. And I'm like,
her name's been thrown out a lot, but she just keeps missing the block, man.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, if she could get to that final 2, she could win. But she just has to get there, because I don't think she's gonna have a hard time swaying the jury of why she deserves the win. Yeah. Because especially if Will is in the jury and he knew about that secret all along and knew what was Ashley was kind of like, because he's working close with Ashley. So it's like, I mean, we'll see how she could do. I think she's well positioned in the game for now. Her name is being thrown out, but we'll see how long that lasts, because right now bigger targets always happen. Kelly and Keanu are still in that house, and they aren't the house isn't a big fan of him. They're threatened by him. They're like socially, well, not socially, but like I said, they want him out, and they also know they're a big threat. So it's like there's still bigger fish to fry, and it's very interesting to see because with this blockbuster twist, it sometimes could favor Comp Beast, and it's interesting to see because before, like if you're a Comp Beast, you just backdoor him, right? But now if you're able to save yourself every single week, it's like these house guys because like the people that are winning comps, they're still in the house, but they're just not united.
Yeah.
Compared to like the other side that is more united, like the judges, like they don't have as strong they don't have as strong of a winning record as the people that aren't in the judges, like combined. Yeah. But the fact that the people that aren't the judges aren't united, it's like it's interesting that like the judges have to deal with these comp beasts that don't work together, right. But they just can't get rid of them. And it's very interesting to see like the season and how they deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about this earlier. This was before we knew that Catherine was going on the block. We were talking like if there was ever a time for like Vince to kind of pivot and go to the side with like more, wins in general, like that he would kind of like be in a decent spot. However, obviously that didn't happen, and he's sticking with the Judges Alliance. And like I said, I feel like Morgan had a massive hand in that.
He did.
So yeah,
I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, why don't we answer questions real quick? When do you think they should vote Rachel out? Who do you think will end up doing it? I'll let you answer this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think they should do it whenever double. I heard potentially triple eviction might happen this year, but it's just a rumor. But hey, we never know. Expect the unexpected. I'm not too big of a triple eviction just because of how much they have to compact in one episode. But like, hey, if they did that, that would be pretty insane.
I saw that there's a chance this was a tweet I saw today. There's a chance they may go like double 1 week and then immediately after come back with a triple. Because if you think about it, isn't there like 4 weeks left in the show? I mean,
there's not that many weeks left. I don't know the exact number. I didn't look at it. But
so I think you're spot on. If they are going to do it, it's got to be during one of those double or triples, and then it has to be the point of like if Rachel gets to the very end, she's probably winning the entire thing because she was able to like work through that. Thank you guys so much for the gifts and the love. I really appreciate that. But yeah, no. So let's see. Who do you guys want to win HOH tomorrow? My answer is dictated based off who gets evicted, I will say. But Adrian, who do you want to win HOH tomorrow?
I mean, I would normally say maybe Keanu because I've been waiting for him to win. But after him, when he played the veto today, he didn't go after Mickey.
Yeah.
He didn't go after Mickey. And, he's kind of going back on the Rachel thing. And I get it. I think it's smart that he should try to repair his relationship with Rachel. I don't know why Rachel has, I guess, a soft spot. I think Keanu and Rachel's relationship is very entertaining to watch because I have no idea what's going on there. I have no idea. I mean, I have an idea, but like it's so funny just to watch them fight, but then like kind of make up.
Yeah.
And then like they get in the good place and then they get in the bad place. It's so interesting. Thank you for the roses. Patty. So it's like, I forgot what the original question was. Oh, thank you, Nick, for the donut.
Original question was the original question was like, who do you want to win HOH coming up tomorrow?
It would be Connor, but at this moment, I kind of want to see what Kelly just does, and see how she acts with the power. Like when Mickey had it, I wouldn't based off today's episode. I would be curious to see Mickey have HOH too, because she's like, I'm gonna put Vinny back up there, and I might put Morgan too. I don't know how real that is, but it would be very interesting to see what Mickey would do. But I don't know. Oh, thank you, Shrink, for the gift. But I'm curious to see exactly what you do because we did see Morgan influence. Along with other things, Mickey's HOH. So it'd be interesting to see what happens if Mickey gets power again. it would be interesting to see how Kelly handles that power and what she does with it. Just because the way she's been playing all season is interesting, I guess you could say. So it's like Morgan has yet to get it. I think Morgan, if she wins HOH, I think she's going to stand on business. So that would be also interesting to see. You do not agree or what?
No, I'm curious what standing on business means in terms of like who would she be gunning for, right? Thank you guys so much for the love. But no, that's who I'm curious of, and like I have, you know,
I would hope.
curious.
I've been wanting someone to stand on some business. I mean, I think Rachel did.
Yeah.
I think Ava did too. But the fact that, like I said, part of it, when trying to determine if an HOH is a waste or not, one of it is utilizing that HOH to build alliances or like build better connections.
Yeah.
And yes, she did put up threats, like big competitors on the block, but she didn't really utilize a lot of her HOH to build those connections. And I think those are important because I would say Ava could go far, but I do question if she has a good enough resume to survive like very end game or win it all, because I don't see her building as well as connections as Will does. So it's very interesting to see. So it's like I want someone to not play chicken and make a move, make something move. Like, stop playing scared, please. And I don't want someone saying that they don't want to play scared, but then they play scared. Like, come on, I don't know. I want to see someone make moves. That's just me as a viewer.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in the house. Of course, it's different. Like I said, Vinny, this isn't the worst move for him. He could still recover. There's a lot of game left. A lot of things could happen. We'll see if it was in his best interest or not. But
I am curious. Like, I just want to see the dynamic of like a Will HOH, for example. Obviously, he doesn't want to blow up his position in the game, so he would be definitely influenced by, like he would go along with what his closest allies want. But I also want to I want him to read his letter from his chocolate drop, Gwen. Right.
oh, thank you for the hat.
I want to see how he responds to being HOH. Obviously, he doesn't want it. Like, he's in a very good spot, but I would just be curious, just as a viewer, to see how he responds to that.
I don't think he wants to win.
My question also, I've seen a few people say like potentially Ashley being HOH. Would this be the moment where she turns it on? You know how she said she wants to get to jury and then turn it on? So like, I'm curious what her moves would be if she does end up winning HOH. Like, in terms of like she's wanting to flip her game or flip how she's acting in the house. So would that be the moment that she does that?
I think this is I haven't heard what Ashley would put, but I would see easily Ashley putting Kelly, Keanu, and Lauren, maybe Kat, because she's already up there. But I did saw her talking to her today a little bit about game. So it's interesting to see what Ashley would do. But I think it would just be pick people that she isn't really aligned with, that isn't in the judges, except Mickey, unless she wants to take that shot. If she wins it, I would be actually curious to see if Ashley would take that shot at Mickey. So that's also interesting to see. But I think, let's see, what do you call it? Okay, we got to move on to predictions. Who do you think is going to get evicted tomorrow? Or should we start with who's going to win Blockbuster?
Okay. If Kelly win, I think Kelly will go home, if I'm being honest, at this point in time. I just think that, we just saw it in the episode. Obviously, they put the storyline in the way that it did. Like, the whole Winegate thing was insane to me. And like, people will say, look, like, she has been planting a lot of seeds each week. And, I really do think Kelly would go home in these scenarios. But, if she does win and takes herself off the block, I believe Catherine would not have the votes against Ava. Thank you guys so much for the roses. Eva, thank you so much. But yeah, that's my initial thought on it. What do you think?
Yeah, at this very moment, I think people were kind of turned on Catherine and Kelly because it seems like Ava's going to be safe no matter what. But I want to say, based off this house, I think, especially what happened, I think people are going to just lean towards just getting out Kelly. because she's not well liked in the house and she has a better track record at winning competitions. So it's like a no-brainer to get her out if she's still sitting on those blocks with. I think Morgan was trying to decide if she should keep Kelly simply for the fact that Kelly is going to take the shots she doesn't want to.
Yeah.
And that's like, that could be a reason, but I don't know if the house guest is going to see that as a good enough reason to keep her compared to like having like, I guess to, yeah, like, I don't know if that's good enough reason to keep her.
I feel
compared from the house guest point of view. I'm thinking from the house guest point of view.
I don't think any of the judges would vote to keep Kelly in these scenarios. That's my opinion on it. And so for that, I feel like she wouldn't have enough votes just regardless if all of them are voting. Wait, I think that's like 4 minus Vince, right? There's 5 in there. I'm trying to remember.
Will, Ashley, Morgan, Rachel, and Vince. So I think that's 5. Am I missing one?
We're missing, is Ava in that?
No, Ava's not in that. Lauren's not in that. I want to say it's the 5.
Yeah. That's 4 votes, going against Kelly there. So I really just don't think Kelly has the house on her side at all. But guys, thank you so much for the hearts. Adam, Kanashi, thank you so much. What do you think?
Well, no, I'm just thinking because I heard on the live feeds that Vince says like he knows that Ava would put Vince up. He's like, probably not. I appreciate the roses, strawberry. So I heard on the lives that Vince was saying like he knows Ava would put her up. Doesn't know if he would be the target. Thank you, Shrink, for the lightnings. Doesn't know if he would be the target, but but like I think he may, if Kelly could at least portray that he's not coming after him, like Kelly would put up bigger targets, and I think that could be believable because of how much Kelly dislikes other people in the house or thinks they're bigger fish to fry. So I think she could maybe perhaps convince Vince to keep her in the tie. But even if there was a tie, I feel iHeart's. I don't see a name. It's blank.
No name.
Yeah, no name. I was like, thank you. I would say your name, but I was like, okay.
Thank you, no name. Oh my gosh. No, I agree with you. Let's just respond to a few questions real quick. I can see some of the comments down here. If you see any questions that you want to answer, just shout them out.
I mean, I see one that says this cast has no strategy. I was like, oh, I will say this. I did say some people that like, I did see some things. It's like, this isn't like a strategy heavy like season. So I can see like some people like, I think it's the mess is entertaining. But I mean, if you're a big fan of like wanting to see good strategy, good like backstabs, blindsides, or like see like really solid gameplay, I mean, like I see why some people like those people would be upset. But I would say the season's pretty entertaining.
I would
because of the mess.
I went to like
thank you, Summer.
Every time like I've been out and like some people are like, oh my gosh, you were on Big Brother. I ask them, I'm like, well, how does this season like compare to all the past seasons that you've watched? And they said, there's some mixed reviews, but they say overall, we don't know what's going to happen next. And for that reason, they're like, okay, it's entertaining in that aspect. But yes, no, the strategy has been all over the place. It definitely has.
Thank you, Big Brother, for the gifts. Thank you, Vanna. What do you call it? No, I would also say, what was I going to say? I totally forgot.
I'm just looking to see if there's more questions. If you're Rachel, who do you keep, Kelly or Kat?
If you're Rachel?
Yeah.
Well,
Rachel.
I think Rachel would keep Kat because of the fighting and that that even if Kat, I think she also said she wants to go after Rachel. But like, Kelly has made it very obvious that, thank you Kim for the crown. I think it's very obvious that like if you think about threat level, Kelly is a bigger threat level than Kat is. But Kat is a little bit better socially, but it's not that much better. So if she's comparing threat level, I mean this whole season they've been taking out the person that has the biggest threat level. Except I guess minus when it came down to Kelly and Jimmy, but Jimmy did have a good track record of winning. But also like they were worried that he was gonna go after them with a vengeance. So
Yeah, I mean, like we saw that in the episode today, where it's like Rachel refused to hug Kelly goodnight in the hammock and that whole deal. I think she's just over what Kelly is doing right now. So yeah, I think 100% she would vote to evict Kelly. Let's be real right now. So let's answer some more questions real quick. As the numbers are shrinking, who do you think threat level grows the most? I mean, like that's I think like, you know, Mickey has been like target number one this week, but I mean, like Vince doing what he does. I mean, if we're being honest, it depends who HOH is, right? I mean, that's like that's ultimately what it depends on. Zach, have you spoken with Zay? Yes, we FaceTime all the time. We talk constantly. Do you miss Lauren? Yes, I very much so miss Lauren. She's crushing it right now. I'm proud of her. I'm trying to read through these questions, but then I have this thing that says next. I don't even know what that was.
you know, we could also pick. I have how can they win the wheel, and I have a wheel with all 11 names on it, and we spin the wheel, and whoever it lands on, we decide or we talk about how that one particular person can win the season, no matter if they're in the best spot or the worst spot. We come up with our plan, what we think is best for them to win. If you're okay, if you want to do that,
let's do three. I'm curious about this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ask the people in the comments if they think that they have a chance of winning. Let's say that.
This one landed on Ashley. It says it's Ashley is the pick for this one.
Okay. Do you guys think that Ashley has a chance of winning this season?
Well, you're supposed to tell, I think, them if you were Ashley, how can she win?
Yeah. I think
everyone has a good chance of winning with this season, yes.
Okay. I think there are a few people that don't, but that's just my opinion on it. I do think, I mean, she just said to the live that she is trying to turn it on, right? And so like she's going to change like who she is. And so I'm curious to see how that's going to play out, right?
Yeah, she doesn't have like, okay, her social game. Like, I think because behind the scenes, I don't think she's aware how often she was almost put up. Like, she's been aware of them sometimes. Like, I would say with me, and when it was like week 3, when it was me, she knew that it was between me and her. I think she was aware of that. But like some other things, like with Mickey HOH, like I think it was thrown that she was going to go up there, or maybe I'm getting that mixed up with a different week.
No,
but like
that was the threat. Like Mickey was tempted to put Ashley on the block during her HOH.
Yeah, so I think I'm like I said before, like Ashley I think she could give a good argument why she should win, but I think she does need to turn the heat up. Like, we need to see her win some of those comps and then like make some moves in order to get some more respect on her name from the house.
I'll say this about Ashley. When I left the house, I mean, she was clocking every single situation, like with where everybody's at. But they're saying that I'm on lives right now. What is happening?
You're on lives?
Lauren is talking about you on lives. What is Lauren saying about me?
Let's pull it up. I have lives right here.
Now pull up lives.
Let's see. We love a good name drop.
Needs, hold on. That she will go on the date with you.
What?
Should not be separated.
I don't know if you can hear it. It's as loud as I could get it.
No, I can hear it. A win is a win. That's what somebody said. That is so funny. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Look, someone's gonna clip that video and you're gonna see it like on TikTok or something. You're gonna find it. Someone's gonna the people that ship you and Lauren, they're gonna find it. They're gonna have that clip ready for you. Don't worry.
And I thank you guys so much for the roses. I will say this: when I left the house, my For You page on TikTok was all like Zoran edits. Like, it was just the first thing that I saw. I was like, what the hell is going on right now? Yeah, Zoran Nation, we're up right now, baby. That's what I'm talking about. It's huge. Yeah, and someone is saying Adrian deserves a showmance too, Adrian.
I have my bread meds. It's okay. I have my bread mats. I had my time in the last week I was evicted, so it's okay. I had something. I left with something. I left with the bread. I came home with the bread. Okay? So I'm a winner in some capacity.
I'm seeing somebody else with your name right now in the comments. I will not say it, but yeah, no,
I mean, we went over this in Jimmy's live. I know the clips are immediately what do you call it? Is floating around. So it is what it is. But
Adrian, I'm just saying it's out there. So
yeah, I'm like it's getting spammed a bit in the chat. I see that. I mean, you guys, if you guys would see the clips, but like I mean, I said what I said. I think I explained it pretty well about the situation, but I have my bread, the most loyal person in the house, or the most loyal thing in the house. Thank you for the hearts of such. So there is that. There is that. I'm gonna spin the wheel just one more time, just for the funsies.
spin the wheel, man. Spin the wheel.
Yeah, that's what it does.
So funny that's going on right now.
This one. Who is it? Will. How can Will win the game?
I mean, we just said he's in the best spot, right?
Well, he's in the best spot, and I can see a lot of people voting with him. But like, there's some people that I think he might lose to.
Yeah, no.
Like you said, a lot of people giving respect to Rachel.
Yeah.
Right. So how is he supposed to take out Rachel? Should he win? Like, because right now he doesn't have any comp wins. Do you think a jury
Wouldn't win against?
I could see the jury liking Will a lot, like a lot. But is that good enough to win over someone like that's been more involved, like Vince?
I mean,
or Morgan or Mickey? Like, I feel like Will, he would have to give a good speech, and I think
I know
that because a lot can happen in those speeches.
I think he would crush his speech, especially when they get to the final two. But like, I think if he's able to win some, HOH, especially when you get like smaller in numbers, I feel like he would have like his reason why he, if he has a successful HOH and then he's able to kind of go there and like talk about that. And then he gives such great speeches to all of us anyways. I think he would do it. Thank you so much for the roses, guys. I really appreciate it. Hanny and Can't Stop. I don't know what the rest of that name was, but I appreciate you guys so much. But yeah, I mean, we talked a lot about Will. Who's the third person? Thank you.
Let me spin the wheel. Yeah, because we kind of already went over these guys a little bit. Kelly. How can Kelly win the game? That is our third person. I'll let you start this one. I know you have a good game plan.
I would say for Kelly, she would have to come under the approach she would have to come under the approach. Thank you so much for the gifts. A donut. That's so funny. I think she would have to like do that whole underdog approach, but like she keeps planting seeds in the house. So it's like, it's so hard for me to picture her getting the votes for that reason. I know they say like strictly vote based off your game, obviously when you get to jury and all that types of stuff, but I just don't, I don't know. So do you have a way that she does get to winning this game? If she aligns herself with the right people, maybe, but like she keeps like digging herself a little bit in a hole.
Like, okay, I think there is a way. Us can make people go a little bit crazy. So it's like, I think she needs to play. But like Rachel's like, okay, what other than loyalty? What's that? Like, what's a big move? She's like, I like Mickey's HOH because she put up Jimmy. Like, how about say you like Rachel's HOH? She made a big move. Like, say that. Yeah. Like she needs to start telling people what they want to hear. Playing a little bit more nice, but also plant the seed that it's best to take her in the game. One, because she'll take the shots other people won't, and two, that no one's going to vote for her, so she should keep her to the end. And if she gets to the end, she could pitch that, hey, what do you call it? I guess you could say that's part of her plan. I asked to go on the block to build a resume, and then I also had people don't like me, or I didn't play, but then towards the end she fixed that. I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think, but it's just like she has a lot of work to do. But I mean,
I will say this. I didn't mean to cut you off. She, like, in my opinion, is in the worst position, like, to win. So yeah, I I understand what you're saying, but if she's not able to rebuild those relationships, I'm just like, I don't know, man. She keeps just dropping these seeds. All right, we'll answer a few more questions, and then I gotta go to sleep because I gotta be up at like 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let me see. Tell us all we really want to know. How's the split coming along? I grinded that, Plin. I grinded that for like over an hour today, so it's coming along well. Can you explain why everyone hugs so much? I lost the comment.
I think that's an easy one.
We love each other. It's just like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to do that. Let me see.
Well, I think some people like to play fake nice, I think.
Yeah. Playing fake nice is the best.
Like Vince and Morgan. No, Vince and Mickey, they both kind of knew they were faking it a little bit. And they're like it was interesting. I saw it in the lives. I was like, it's so funny to see these both, like, they both know what's happening, but they're both put on the show.
Thank you, Maddie, for the word. Who in the house has the best mustache? That's Vince has one of the best mustaches I've ever seen in my entire life. What two?
Yes, I was jealous watching the wall comp. The wall comp was ideal grip this season.
Who's changed the most so far? That's a good question. Who do you think
changed that
most? I don't know. That's just a generic change. What do you think?
Who's changed the most? The most.
That's
like who's different from week one?
Yeah, let's say that. From week one to now, who do you think has changed the most?
That's a hard one. That is a hard one. Who's left in there? You got Ava, Ashley, Keanu, Will, Rachel, Kat, Vince, Morgan, Lauren.
I'm saying Mickey. I see some Keanu's.
I could see Will, believe it or not.
You think Will's changed the most?
I think a little bit. I don't know. At least game wise, I always think about game wise, like because he got put up on the block. I know he wanted to win early on, like HOH, because he kept putting on the block. He didn't want to be the pawn of the season. But I think after he realized how much people trust him and go towards him, I think his head is really in the game now, or at least I don't know about like him ignoring like a lot of the, because I understand like everyone goes to him, so he's probably like, I need the fast forward button.
That was very funny.
That's what I was like. But I think he's like in the game for sure now.
Yeah.
Love Will.
I do love Will. I love Will so much. We're gonna answer a few more questions. Maybe one more question, Adrian, if you see one. Not BB related. What jerseys do you have on the wall? I got a Michael Harris Atlanta Braves jersey, a Michael Penix Atlanta Falcons jersey, and a Michael Vick Atlanta Falcons jersey because I'm from Atlanta.
No, I have none. I have my bread pillow in the back.
Worst bedroom. Okay, believe it or not, the have not bedroom was not bad at all. That was not really the worst thing ever. I would say, Adrian, you know where you slept? In that little that like, I want to call it a cubicle.
Yeah.
That place sucked, dude. Because when I tried to roll over, I would bang the top of like...
I did that like twice, but then I got used to it. And then I'm like, I really do miss my bed. I remember, I think when I got evicted, I was like, oh, he's in my bed. And then, yeah, so I was like, I saw you sleeping in my bed. Yeah.
Sucked, but then also the train room was hot 24/7. And like, I'm a warm sleeper. So it was so uncomfortable.
I couldn't see myself sleeping in any other room because like the train room was hot. The have-not room was a have-not room. And I was like, I guess the best one is probably the attic room potentially, but it was annoying because like the girls would always go in the train room and then like, you know, they're talking game, but I literally have no business walking in there. So I'm like, if I'm going in there, I have to talk. Like I can't just go in there. I'm like, oh, sorry, I left my cup here. Why is my cup there? You know? I mean, everyone does it.
Doing that. Hey guys, sorry, I've got something left in here. I'm like, you don't sleep in the train room. Like, what are we doing right now?
Yeah.
let me
I gotta use the
see.
restroom in the HOH room, or I'm bringing you your clothes. I'm like, everyone always makes up.
Yeah.
It's so funny because we all know what's going on while you're going in the HOH room, but
Emails. Thank you so much. Emily asked, what does slop taste like? I can answer this. It tastes like worse oatmeal. That's basically what it is. It's like steel cut oats. That's what it is. So I remember like Rachel was there like being able to season that stuff because I suck at cooking. So like her being a have-not with me was such a blessing in that moment.
you should tell them what you did for the first have-not meal. How that was different from the Rachel cooking it. Do you remember how you did it? I remember it.
Me, Ava, and Will, we all suck at cooking, right? So it's like, okay, we're just gonna like throw these steel oats in there and chuck it into the microwave. That was the biggest mistake I've ever made in my entire life. We had to suck that down, and it's like, okay, this is gonna be the worst week ever. And then Rachel comes into the picture. She's like, hey guys, like I've done this before. I know how to cook it. We were like, praise Jesus that she's here with us in this week, or else we would have suffered. Okay, I've got one more question in me, and then I am gone for the night.
Same. Someone said, why is Big Brother 19 one of my favorites? Because that was the first Big Brother season that I ever watched. So that's why it's my favorite. I got to put the first one I ever watched, the one that got me hooked on the show. Yeah. That's why.
Mona asked, thank you, Mels, what was the biggest surprise to you when you got out? Okay. I'll answer this first. Just the public perception compared to in the house. That's the best way. That's the PR answer that I will give. It's just like, you're in there and you're in that moment and you have your own perception. Then you get out of the house and realize a lot of what other people said about you personally. And then you see how like they've kind of been operating their game. That was the biggest shell shock to me. What about you, Adrian?
Probably the bread mats. I know I walked out with the bread, but I didn't think that it would be like on the show because I wasn't like really thinking about like what they're gonna show and what they're not. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take this bread on a date. And then I'm like, when I came out, that was like a big thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess you guys made that into a clip. You know what I mean? I was like, okay. So I was like, I didn't really expect that, but I mean, I guess it makes sense because, like I said, I said that before, like. I think Angela asked us about our public perception. And I was like, I was there to win. I wasn't worried about what the public would think. Just how I'm just there to win. I love the show.
Absolutely. Well, I have to be up in less than 6 hours. So,
hey,
in this live. So, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to whoever helped me figure out how the hell to put the grid up. So Adrian's here with.
I want to say it was Ali. Thank you, Ali.
Thank you, Ali,
for the help.
Katrina and Maddie for the love. Hanny, that's a nice name. Thank you so much for the love as well. Victoria, Katrina, thank you guys so much. All right, I'm ending it here. Adrian, have a fantastic night, guys. Tomorrow we're going live on TikTok on Jimmy's page. It's gonna be me.
Sorry, I was gonna see if you picked it up. Okay.
It's gonna be me, Adrian, Jimmy, Zay, and I believe Emily's gonna be on as well. So we will all be talking about the live episode and we'll react to that, answer a bunch of questions for you guys as well. And then after that, Adrian, either on Jimmy's live or you and I will create a separate live. We're gonna do our Big Brother draft in terms of we're picking players to see who wins this entire thing.
I'm excited. I've been wanting to pick drafts, so. Yeah. I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
We're sticking with it. So, love you guys so much. I'm hopping off. Peace.
All right.